Happy 2015, everyone. We are finally here to experience another shitty year for, some of us. Oh my god. Alright, not to go into anything, but I believe I was supposed to make, my favorite moments of 2014 and least favorite moments when it comes to anime and manga, of course. So, I think this video, it's mainly going to be focused on the series 7 Deadly Sins, because I actually finished that today, and I kind of want to talk about it. But, I think I'll give my favorite moment and my least favorite moment right now. So, favorite moment, spoiler if you have not watched Hunter x Hunter. I'm not going to go into it, but, spoiler. Gon's transformation when he went into that freaking adult mode and just beat the shit out of Neferpitou. Just so much happened in that when Gon just went berserk, basically. And again, I'm not going to go into it, so yeah, let's just keep it at that. Okay, least favorite moment. This is from Naruto. Kakashi's perfect Susanoo. I hated that shit so much. I just didn't like it because so many plot holes just emerged. And to this day, I think people are still trying to make some sense of it. No sense can be made from that. It just did not make sense. Fuck that shit. Favorite moment, least favorite moment. Okay, let's go into 7 Deadly Sins. I actually just finished this series today. Really been enjoying it. If you're into shonen battle manga, then you'll definitely like this series, and it's really like Dragon Ball from what I can see. It has those really over the top powers and just the whole sensing thing, and it actually has like a whole power level system now, I guess. So if you like Dragon Ball and battle manga in general, you'll definitely like this. And just overall, at times it does feel like your typical shonen, more or less, but I really do think it has quite a bit to offer in my eyes, because the thing with shonen, it's like the overall plot, it can feel really just cliche and generic, but it's the overall elements that are introduced in the story is what makes it interesting. So I'm going to try to go into that a little. Of course, this isn't going to be like a whole series review because the shit's not over. This is more of an impressions video because I kind of just marathoned it through the Christmas break. Because actually, I read the first chapter, watched the anime for a bit, and then just sped my way through the manga. And it's been pretty enjoyable so far, but in some cases it's kind of like, oh, roll your eyes, shonen kind of shit. So I'm going to go into my little gripes with the ending of the previous arc right now, so there's going to be spoilers, so those of you who haven't seen this series, get the fuck out, unless you want to get spoiled, of course. The way Hendrickson went out, I have mixed feelings on that. I mean, it definitely does feel like what's happened in a lot of different series, and holy shit, fucking lens flare. Like freaking, the Star Trek movies. Oh my god. You see, then I have to get up and turn off the lights, and then that'd just be fucking weird. So just deal with this flare of the lens that's just so overused in goddamn new Star Trek movies. What the fuck was I talking about? But Hendrickson's defeat. I have mixed feelings on that. Like, really, I mean, it was just Meliodas taking everyone's attacks. And he did get fucked up. But still, I believe Hendrickson before that, he said, you can't use full counter. But, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Meliodas just use full counter? I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. He pretty much did that, right? Pretty much did full counter. Even though Hendrickson said, you can't use full counter. Try to get rid of that lens flare a bit. Well, that did dick. Fuck. But, seriously. So that part felt rather meh for me, especially since Hendrickson is back, and that's my second gripe. Everyone, does no one die in this series? Like, I'm getting the One Piece feel of it. And I don't want the One Piece feel. Like, you know, on One Piece, no one fucking dies. Except 2 people, who I will not say. But, still, overall in One Piece, no one fucking dies. And that's what I'm getting with 7 Deadly Sins right now. No one's dying. I mean, again, spoilers, but Veronica's back. Hauser, I think that's how he's Hauser. I like his character, and when he was just dead, and I think it was Dreyfus who actually like dealt the attack, and he was just crying because, you know, I think Dreyfus was his mentor or something. That was really sad because I liked Hauser's character, but then he's back. I'm thinking, what the fuck? Why? Diane, she got fucked up and she's fine. Well, it makes sense because, you know, King healed her. Gauther, don't know what the fuck's going on with him. You know, like his head. Cut off. Let's just say with the main characters, you know they're not gonna die, but who the fuck else? Hawk. How the fuck can I forget about fucking Hawk? That was... trying to calm down. Sorry, go fuck back upstairs. Okay. That sounded weird. But Hawk. How the... That's the revival that pissed me off the most. Because Hawk's death was his best moment in the series. I mean, he's your, you know, generic talking animal comic relief character. Like, he doesn't do much at all. And, you know, he's had funny scenes, but it's not like he actually had a role in the series. And never in my life, because usually these comic relief characters, they don't die. Like, they just don't have a role. They're in the background just being funny. But so I didn't expect Hawk to actually have a role in this final, well, not final arc. In my opinion, it should be the final arc, but I'll get into that later. Well, the series, it seems like it does have some more to offer, but we'll see. Hawk. What the fuck? So that was his best moment, and it wasn't Hawk's death that, I know I'm doing quotes like everywhere fucking hell, but it wasn't Hawk's death that really made me sad, because don't be pissed off when I say this, but I never really cared for the character. It was the reaction of everyone, like Meliodas and even Bon and Elizabeth, who actually did shit, I guess, that really just hit me a little. But then he comes back, and he's just small, and it's implied because Meliodas had a hawk. No, not a hawk, like a parrot or a bird or fucking aviary animal or some shit that seemed to have, like, Hawk is kind of like a reincarnated bird or some shit, because he's like, I think I remember flying in a past life or something like that. But how the fuck does this apply? This makes no sense. He's just smaller. Plus, he was supposed to be dead. How did Hendrickson's power just dissipate and Hulk's like, I'm back. Oh my god, this is so cool. I don't like it. I really just don't like it, because that was his best moment. And I just hate authors in general who do that. I mean, it would have been better if we just got an explanation right there, but we didn't. So, yeah. And even Hendrickson and Dreyfus are back. Dreyfus, I don't know what the fuck's going on. He is apparently the Eisen of this series. Like, he is the mastermind, I guess. I didn't see that shit coming. I thought he became good. But, like, how... I heard someone saying that maybe he has, like, multiple personalities or something, which seems... It's an element that's kind of... It's overused, and I wouldn't want that to be the case, but it seems like he actually cared that he killed his brother to, you know, gain authority. So seeing this it just really threw me off. What, Dreyfus is the main villain now, and Hendrickson's his bitch, or something? Oh my god! But they're alive. What the fuck? Hendrickson's not dead, and I like how it's not just the protagonist, or rather the good guys who are getting revived, but the bad guys are getting revived too. Well, the heroes and villains, let's just say that. Overall, those are my final thoughts. Well, the final arc thing. That would have been a good place to, you know, end the series, because accomplished your final goal. And I think the sudden boost in popularity is definitely playing a factor in the fact that, wow, that's so fucking redundant. It's the main point as to why the author is extending it, because I believe in overall rankings it's like number 9. So, and the author is supposed to like extend it to 40 volumes. So we still have a ways to go. I'm not sure how many volumes there are so far, but we still have quite a bit of the story, and I'm interested to see what's gonna happen, because it seems that Dreyfus is the main villain, so to speak. Maybe he's trying to revive someone, maybe his master. Some people have been saying that. And what's going on in Camelot with just that giant beast mountain thing. So there's a lot of interesting... that was a fucking lisp, dude. I punched. There's a lot of interesting elements being introduced, but I just would have felt like what we got from that, final... From the previous arc, that would have been a good spot to end in, but I'm more intrigued with the story now that it's taking a different route, so to speak. Plus, we have one more sin to, be introduced to, and actually, like, a lot of the people within the 7 Deadly Sins, they're kind of doing their own thing right now. I mean, Bon, he's, trying to get Elaine back. I think that's her name. King, he's kind of going through his own struggle as well, because the fucking fairies aren't accepting him. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's not like it was out of his control. Gowther, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Like, he kind of had, like, in one chapter, he had, like, a sadistic look on his face. And was he, like, fucking... Or, like, doing something with Gira or Gila or whatever the fuck, however you pronounce her name. But what is going on with Gowther? I have no clue. And again, there's one more sin we need to be introduced to. And now that we don't need the sins to, restore the capital from the Holy Knights or, any of that, maybe one of the other sins, maybe they're just doing their own thing. Maybe the other sin is a villain too. Who knows? I believe the last sin we need to see is pride. So what's going to happen with that? I don't know. We'll see. But overall, this has been a really enjoyable series for me. I really like it. I think it's a good series. Yeah, it's like shonen elements to it, but there are specific elements in the series that just make it interesting to me. And I can't wait to see where it goes, honestly. I do plan on not reviewing, because it's hard to, review manga chapters. It's more like a discussion. So I do plan on making weekly discussion videos about 7 Deadly Sins in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Really been enjoying it. And yeah, see you guys later. Happy fucking New Year.